Good evening, world. This is Krista Mack here with Unite All Families at the Happy News Channel Network. It's HCNN. Our mission is to unite all families, one child at a time. Now, I just had to buy cigarettes for a movie audition, so I'm not promoting smoking, but these humans are stressing me out right now, so I'm going to use up my pack that I bought. So please don't smoke, it's bad for your health. And I quit actually almost 20 years ago because it ages anyone that smokes. So I'm a little bit vain in that area. I want to take care of myself, so I preserved as long as possible. So anyways, I think they probably used to do this when they first started the news, when we actually had real news. On that subject, I do want to give a plug out to Alex Jones at InfoWars. I do enjoy your news channel. You're one of the few that I can stand these days. And to President Trump, you are doing a really great job in the White House, and you're making some really great decisions. I honestly feel like you have done more already since you've been in power than what was done in several years before you got into office. So I will just leave that at that. I've claimed that I am currently bipartisan because I don't think that either candidate was perfect at the election, but I did work as a sort of a ghostwriter for the Trump campaign, which means in journalism that they did not know or support or, pay me or anything. I just did it because I felt compassion about some of the issues that he believed in, that he was going to work on. So I did work on his campaign, and very outspoken person. I have a background in journalism, 15 years of journalism experience with the military, the United States Air Force. Been around the world, report all over. I won one award for a news story, best award for the year for the Air Force Reserve, and I believe that was in 2003. And one of the most notable things, I did lots of them because you get a lot of, they give you a lot of authority in the military, so I've taken that same role in my new news channel. So I do speak with authority because I've been given that authority by God, the creator of the universe and us, and also I was given that authority in the military, and I'm just going to continue. I mean, that's what I'm used to. I wrote a press release for Hurricane Sandy, and I went straight to the White House. I left out the president's name intentionally, and of course they sent it back, and we had to put that in. But anyway, I don't want to talk about me. Tonight's topic is get your toot right. We all toot. We just need to know how to do it right. And it's not the tooting you're thinking, although we all toot in every sense of the word, but we're all humans. We're all the same. I am colorblind. I love all people, especially children and those without a voice, and that's why I'm here, what motivates me to do this news channel. So I chose today's topic because I am a veteran, just retired from the Air Force Reserve in September. Thank you very much. And I want to share my experience today at the Veterans Clinic in Savannah, Georgia. I was sitting in the waiting room, and I saw a very disturbing visual, and they actually had, here, it's right here. I'm going to cover my face and show you. You can see this on my Twitter. My Twitter is at Krista Mack PR, which is KRISTAMACK PR. And you can just see everything there. And oh, sorry. Whoa, that's not ladylike. I'm very outspoken because I've always been, and I'm a type A, but a positive type A, and I'll cover what that means later. I've just got so much to talk about right now, but this is what was on my news. I mean, my mind today with the news about tooting and doing it correctly. What I mean by tooting, folks, is tooting your own horn. Now, we all need to toot our own horn. I actually recommend it. I mean, but you have to do it when it's appropriate, when you really feel it's right and it's, you know, you're prompted to because you have to, that kind of tooting. But when you just toot just for no reason, then you're just spilling out gas and people think it stinks. So get your tooting right, people. This made me sick because this is kind of, you know, I experienced this kind of late in the military, and that kind of brought that back. And I did get really upset about it because, well, you know, the staff, why are the staff pictures in the veterans waiting room? It made no sense to me. And yes, they might be veterans, but, you know, we don't want to sit and look at anyone's picture in a veterans facility. I mean, that's just wrong. It's just, ooh, it makes me sick to my stomach. That's why I'm talking about it, because I don't think that we need to look at these staff pictures while we're waiting to get seen, to get over some military, you know, things that happen in the military, especially there's a lot of PTSD, and that could, you know, bring it back. So the world today, why this is relative to my world news is, this is a snapshot of the world. You know, everything that we see as Americans in our little neck of the woods every day where we live in America is just a snapshot of what's going on in the world. So I would really like to know if this is going on in all the VAs. That is the question today, but I don't have the answers. I'm just going to show you my report. My report is on tooting the wrong way. These people tooted the wrong way. We don't want to see your pictures in the waiting room. Please take them down. That's fraud, waste, and abuse also, because those, I'm an actor, and that looks like professional headshots. I mean, they're like posing, like, you know, that's like posing. That's like, they spent money and time on that. You can tell. Those aren't just random selfies or shots. Those are professional shots. They spent a lot of time and money on that. It's waste and it's stupid, and we want to, it's a stop. So I'm doing this news report to uncover this, and that is, okay. So what I want to get to today is the media. The media today is, you know, there's a lot of controversy on what's real, what's fake. This is something that I experienced today as just a regular American, and I'm speaking as an American. I'm not speaking as media, although that is my training, and that's why, you know, I can kind of put all this together and give it to you, hopefully for a purpose. But the media is just, everyone's saying all media is fake. One media is saying it to the other, blah, blah, blah. So I listen to Alex Jones. He's my preferred source for the most truth. I don't, you know, I don't have any affiliation with him, and I believe that we all as humans are born with a discernment, and we need to make our own choices. So you listen to what you feel is right. That's just my opinion. That is only my opinion about who I listen to. That is not a fact. But the wall was a fact. I took that picture with my iPhone today. And today is January, I think today's the 25th. I don't have my phone with me. So today is 2017, January 25th or 26th. Sorry, that's terrible. And the news is still talking about the freaking election results. Come on, people. This is ridiculous. They're just messing with your minds. They're trying to get you off the other stuff that's going on. There's some other weird stuff going on that they don't want you to know about, so they keep playing the same thing over and over and over again. That, I know, is what the media does, because that's what they taught us in school, and it says it in our books. So notice how when everyone was focusing on the election, or the Russians influencing election, or Trump saying that the other side had problems with the election, and then they were saying about what else was stupid that they're talking about. I don't know, just a bunch of stuff that doesn't matter today. So this is an issue today. Veterans fraud, waste, and abuse, Savannah, Georgia. This is news. The other stuff that they're talking about is not news. News is supposed to be real facts. And I will say, the entire time I was in the Air Force, we did straight real news. So that's what I'm used to. That's how news is supposed to be. It's supposed to be about something that I went and experienced today, and I wrote about, and I took a live picture, and I'm talking to you about it as a real person, not a bobblehead. This is a bobblehead when they just like sit there and straight and don't have any personality, and they have no idea what's going on in the world or what people, you know, want to hear. They just sound so fake to me, so I call them bobbleheads. I will give you the truth and up-to-date news from the source, and not the other crap you're hearing. That is actually called noise, not news. It's called noise to distract you from what's really going on, so don't buy it. So the reason I chose this topic today is I was disgusted once again with the ignorant leaders who are in power. I'm not talking about all leaders, and I'm certainly not talking about our president. I'm talking about the leaders that are in these systems that were created before he got into the White House. Because, you know, he's doing some wonderful things. President Trump is doing some wonderful things, and he's working really hard, and I do admire him. But, you know, he can, you know, they can only do so much at once. So they're working on, I know they're working on things. So this is a problem that was already in place. This facility, actually, I have the article here. It is a brand new facility. It replaced the 25-year-old 39,000 square foot facility on Middle Ground Road in Savannah. And since that time, that the 25-year-old facility that this one replaced, our veterans have grown in Savannah from 8,000 to 13,000. Now this new clinic that just opened late last year, it's got 20,000 more square feet. So it went from 39,000 square feet to 69,000 square feet, which is considerably more than the minimum 50,500 that the VA requested. So my question is, government and Veterans Administration, why do you have this facility? It is a huge facility, and the care has actually gotten worse. That's from my experience, and I've voiced that to the people that work there, and I know that they are just doing their jobs, like the admin staff, administration, and they, you know, don't have any say, but they said that they do hear that a lot. So I will say that that is what they actually say from my experience. Now, what upsets me the most is when I see a picture like this with the staff. Stuff rolls downhill. So when you see stuff like this, this is the leaders are allowing this, and this is from my perception, this is what is going on. How they're just think that they can just do anything, and we will just sit there and take it. And that no, I'm not going to. I'm just gonna talk about this today because it's ridiculous, and we don't want to see the staff's picture when we're waiting. You know, especially for a PTSD condition, because what if this triggers? You know, no, this is not necessary. This is stupid. It's a waste of money. These are professional headshots. Lots of time and money was put into this, and it's gonna upset veterans. It's just wrong. So that's why I chose to cover this. This is the wrong toot. Now, going back to the toot, you need a toot, but just don't toot and cause gas and grossness like this. I've been going to the VA in Savannah for 5 years. Once again, I was disgusted with the ignorant leaders who are in power right now that caused some bad gas today. They put pictures of themselves on the walls next to where the veterans sit to wait to be called on to their appointments. This is sick, folks. It actually made me disgusted. I can't even tell you, but I will say that that's why I chose to cover this, because it's relative to what's going on in the world. This is a me generation that we're living in, and this just reminded me today, and it just makes me sick, because this is what's wrong with the world. Everyone's just worried about themselves, getting their picture, you know, seeing if people look at them. I mean, who cares? We're all human. You just look like everyone else. You know, we don't want to look at your face. But put a fountain there, something that's going to calm the veterans, not some random people's faces. And yeah, we appreciate the staff, but we don't want to sit there and look at their pictures while we're waiting. I mean, they're there because they're getting paid. I'm doing this this news channel right now. I'm not getting paid. So, do you see my picture on the wall? No. So that is wrong, and especially since the care is getting worse. So we know that their focus is on themselves and not the veterans. This is just a snapshot and shows that. That's what I learned from this segment. Talking about setting off a veteran's PTSD, this is the best way to do it. So I guess if you want, what do you want, the veterans to come back even more because you're upsetting them? I don't know. Please give me your comments and let me know if this is happening in your neck of the woods of America, because I'm really curious if this is just an isolated problem in Savannah, because this is I wrote an article. You can look at all my articles on uniteallfamilies.blog.com or click on the link on my Twitter, which is at KristaMacPR. I saw this with another facility in Savannah, so I'm just wondering if this is a Savannah thing. The new Savannah Library, which is just a few blocks from me, they just finished that, and it has a similar feel. It's an oversized facility, and there's nothing in there, but no business books. I mean, I just had to go in there. I hate that facility because they built it right on the Islands High School football field. And so they're taking away athletics and putting a big building where people can, the leaders can make more money. I mean, that's what it's telling me. That's why I get upset, because I know the truth. I mean, that's what my soul's telling me. That's my truth. That is not a fact. That's just, I feel like that is, I strongly believe that is, but you need to make a decision for yourself. I'm just reporting what I see, and the library is similar to the VA facility. Similar look, just a big building with nothing to offer the people it's supposed to serve. So I get upset. Fraud, waste, and abuse is greed, and it's from those in charge of these stupid moves. So that is why I am speaking on this today. I think it's wrong. We need a change. We need to give these facilities back to the people and take them away from the greedy leaders who are taking all the money and using it for their bonuses and not giving it to the right resources to provide the care and resources for the actual people that are supposed to be using it. And so I wanted to make that clear. And again, it's okay to toot, but not like a dumbass like these people. I mean, sorry, not the staff. I don't blame the staff. I blame the leaders, because the leaders allowed that to happen. So we don't know if the staff was forced to do it or why their picture is there. It has nothing to do with the staff. I'm mad at the leaders for just focusing on people other than the veterans that the building's supposed to serve. And it's a multi-million-dollar facility, brand new, just a few months old. And we see this narcissism right there in the waiting room. So that is my report today. Again, it's Krista Mack with Unite All Families and the Happy News Channel, HCNN. And our mission is to unite all families, one child at a time. Please follow me on Twitter at KristaMacPR, and you will see continual updates like this. And please share with me on your thoughts and feelings and any topics that you're interested in. So thank you so much for tuning in today, and I really hope that you can benefit from this information. And I posted a funny video earlier because I know that there's just a lot of unsettling stuff going on right now that, a lot of, pretty much everything we cannot control. So I posted something fun that I do when I, try to get my spirits up when I just mess around with my dog. So please check out my YouTube channel. And have yourself a wonderful evening. And reporting live again, Unite All Families with Krista Mack. Thank you. Good evening.